But there's going to be some interesting conversations and some uncomfortable conversations for some LSU fans because I don't think we've seen dominance like this since 2019.
No, we haven't. I mean, 2019 and 2020, 2019 LSU, 2020 Alabama, which that 2020 Alabama, you truncate that a little bit because of, the COVID schedule and everything else.
I still think the LSU team is better than the Alabama team.
Yeah, and so people will start to make the comparisons about if this team eclipses that LSU team as the best of all time. Now, I've seen some numbers that could make that argument to help make that argument. I think the one thing about this Indiana team will be, and do this fairly or unfairly with college football teams, a lot of times what we'll do is we will take the college team, but then we'll extrapolate it to what they do in the NFL while judging the college team. I think it needs to be two separate arguments. You can have a great college team with amazing college players that turn into be amazing NFL players, or you can have a great college team that doesn't necessarily have as many great NFL players, but that doesn't diminish what they were in college. I think that's where we're going to run. The rubber is going to meet the road when it comes to this team overall with Indiana. It's going to be if people can separate what they do at IU as compared to what they do in the NFL, because I think it's so easy to make that leap that, oh, no, the NFL team's better because you just have these household names that in the NFL.
I mean, here's what I'll say. LSU, when you compare teams defensively and offensively, LSU had the better offense.
Sure.
I think LSU's offense would be better than Indiana's offense right now.
Right.
The thing is, Indiana's defense is light years better than what LSU's defense was that year. And I don't want to say like the defense almost lost them a chance at the national championship, but it just wasn't as strong as the offense, which, I mean, I believe Joe Burrow, what did he throw, 60 touchdown passes that year?
I think, yeah. That sounds
when
right.
you have, let's just compare it in college at the time. Joe Burrow is a better quarterback in college than Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
And then you look at the receiver position,
Surratt
and Cooper.
Yeah,
they don't stack up to Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, no.
I mean, Terrace Marshall also was pretty good in college, and then you look at the running back position. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is better. And I just don't know from an offensive standpoint. No one is going to beat that, especially now with NIL. But it's still impressive what Indiana is doing under Curt Cignetti with 0 5 stars, might I add. 0 5 stars.
And I looked at some stats about when you mix the 4 and 5 stars. I think every team outside of Indiana had at least 35.
Yeah.
And Indiana had 8. And they were all 8 4-stars because they had, like you said, they had no 5 stars. So they
got some 5 stars coming in now, but this is before,
right?
And they're not going to go anywhere,
right? A
lot of people thought there was going to be, some drawback here this year because the last year they had the good portal class. They had Curtis Rourke in. Curtis Rourke ended up leaving. The wide receiver core stayed the same, but they couldn't win the big game. And then they won that game against Oregon, and then ended up winning a game that they shouldn't have against Penn State.
Right.
That kind of springboarded them to the rest of the season. So it's just people think they're going away. I just don't think they will.
I don't think they will either, especially with Curt Cignetti.